You know that feeling when you're trying to concentrate, but your brain is bouncing between your task, that email notification, and what you're having for dinner. Then, out of nowhere, you suddenly lock in and everything else just fades away. It's like your brain found an internal do not disturb button, but you have no idea how you pressed it, or why it's again. It's frustrating when your focus feels like a lottery, isn't it? One moment you're unstoppable, the next you're lost in a sea of irrelevant thoughts, wondering if you're just not disciplined enough. But what if that struggle isn't a flaw in your character, but a temporary glitch in a very specific, very old part of your brain's operating system? You're about to discover the surprising built-in filter your brain uses to ignore the world, and why understanding it can change how you approach focus forever. The real reason your brain sometimes struggles to stay on track isn't always about willpower. It's often about an ancient, unconscious battle happening deep inside your head. Your brain possesses a remarkable, almost invisible mechanism, often referred to as attentional, that constantly sifts through the chaos of information around you, deciding what gets through and what gets blocked. This filter is responsible for the magic of letting you hear your name across a crowded, noisy room, while tuning out all the other chatter. But here's the surprising part. The core of this filtering system, the part that acts like a bouncer for your attention, isn't in your shiny new thinking brain. Instead, it's nestled in a tiny cluster of neurons within a structure called the superior colliculus, a brain region so old, it predates the evolution of mammals and is found in everything from fish to humans. Think of it as your brain's original hardwired defense against sensory overload, a primitive guardian that's been protecting your focus for millions of years. It's constantly scanning, constantly deciding what's important enough to demand your conscious attention, and what can be safely ignored. So, what happens when this ancient, dedicated distraction blocker gets switched off, even for a moment? Researchers recently explored this by delicately manipulating these specific neurons in the superior colliculus of mice, creating a fascinating glimpse into the mechanics of attention. When they temporarily silenced this tiny group of cells, the mice, usually quite adept at ignoring irrelevant stimuli, suddenly became incredibly distractible. They would repeatedly abandon their current task, unable to filter out background noise or minor changes in their environment, almost as if every little thing demanded their full, undivided attention. What was truly striking was that this wasn't just a general state of confusion, it was a very specific inability to ignore. These mice weren't just bad at focusing. Their brain's built-in mute button for distractions had been disabled, making every minor stimulus equally salient and demanding. As soon as the scientists reactivated these neurons, almost instantly, the mice regained their normal ability to filter out the noise of what they were supposed to be doing. It wasn't a gradual improvement, it was like flipping a switch, restoring their natural capacity to prioritize and ignore. This isn't just a fascinating animal study. It hints at a fundamental physical aspect of your own focus that you might have completely overlooked. What these tiny ancient brain cells reveal is that your ability to focus isn't just about trying harder or having more discipline in the moment. It's deeply intertwined with a sophisticated, largely unconscious filtering system designed to protect your attention from the barrage of the world. You have a literal block distraction circuit that can be engaged or disengaged, and sometimes its temporary malfunction is what makes you feel scattered, not a personal failing. Understanding this means recognizing that your brain isn't just trying to focus, it's actively suppressing everything else, a silent, constant battle waged by these ancient guardians of your attention. If your brain has a dedicated do not disturb button that sometimes just won't engage, how does knowing about this ancient filtering system change the way you think about your own struggles with focus?